My ninjas, what is good? Prika is here. Her motion demonstration and her kit details. We're going to take a deep dive look into them and see if she is worth your gems. Spoiler alert, she is. I didn't read. Listen, I try and make these first time react, but I did see a slight peek into the kit, and from the little part I saw, yeah, we gonna get into it. I'm not gonna waste any more time. We're gonna dive straight in.
Fan service? Tell me what you'd like and I'll see if we can accommodate.
If I tell you I like you, would you accommodate for that? Is that something we can accommodate for? Okay, I'll stop. No, I won't, but moving on. God damn. And this isn't as much of a surprise as when we looked at Mint. But god damn, Prika is in fact caked up. I did not realize. Actually, never mind. I did realize how short those shorts were. At some point, we gotta assess, like, since when do they stop becoming like pants, and it's like just a second pair of undies, like. But I do like the fact that she has a little plushie back there. It's very cute. Very distracting. All I'm gonna say is, if I had an eye tracker, this whole time I'm talking to y'all immediately can tell I'm looking nowhere else but where y'all are looking to. Don't act like I'm the only one staring while this screen is paused. Her assets are just eating those shorts right now. And it's to the point where it's almost not even funny. But moving on. Premium jigger.
I need a sec. Doing great so far. One more time. Let's do this.
Yeah, one more time. Let me say it. Yep. Spin it around. Every time.
Doing great so far.
Again, I'm only looking one.
Star shine.
And I was right. I said last time we were going over Mint skills that most likely Prika's burst is going to be the same thing, but from her point of view. Hell yeah. Called it. Visual effects going crazy. Let's dive in. Skill 1. Let's get the show started. Activates when attacking with full charge. Affects all allies. Projectile explosion damage up by 20% for 3 seconds. Pierce damage up by 13% for 3 seconds. And attack percent up by 20% of the caster's attack for 3 seconds. Honestly, that sounds pretty good. Activates only when in performance status. We'll get to that. We'll get to performance status later. Affects self. Potency of HP restored up by 49.92% continuously and gains Pierce continuously. For those who don't know, potency of HP restored is basically healing efficiency. So if Prika were to heal, like let's say Prika healed the team for 10%, this would increase that healing by, I'm gonna just say 50% continuously. Okay, skill 2. One more song. Activates when entering full burst. Affects self. Max HP is up by 20% for 10 seconds. So it's when you enter full burst. So she doesn't have to burst. The requirement is you just have to be in full burst. Activates when sing along takes effect while Prika is in performance status. Encore. Function. Extends the duration of performance for Prika and strengthens allies. Effects 1. Affects the member who initiated sing along. Assigned part singing. This effect is continuous and cannot be removed. Effect 2 affects all allies. Performance duration increased by 21 seconds and affects all allies. Attack damage up by 25% for 10 seconds. That's very good. Attack damage is like the final multiplier in the damage formula. So attack damage, very good. And then effect 4 affects self. Cooldown of burst skill is that I'm assuming that arrow is supposed to be pointing down. Burst skill, cooldown of burst skill down by 21%. That it threw me off because the arrow was pointed up. Get ready for the main show. She is a 40-second. This is probably like out of everything the least important or the less impactful thing in her kit, but affects all allies. Performance. So this is where performance status comes from. Function strengthens allies and restores HP. Effects 1 restores 3.04% of the caster's final max HP as HP every second for 25 seconds. This effect cannot be removed. And effect 2, it increases charge damage by 25% for 25 seconds. This effect cannot be removed. So let's get into it. Prika is supposed to be paired with Mint. Let's get that out the way right now. If by ever reason you don't know what Mint does, please check this video. It will be linked somewhere in one of these corners of the screen. But in Mint's kit, Mint switches between 2 states, the singing and the dancing state. The singing state for Mint is where you get all the best buffs from. So the dance state only provides healing. You don't want that. So Prika keeps Mint in the singing status. And so yeah, in singing status, Mint provides 45% of caster's attack, about 20% crit rate, 50 explosion damage, around 36 pierce damage, 30 attack damage, 40% ammo capacity, and 45% crit damage. So with Prika, she's able to always have those buffs up. Without Mint on the team, Prika just skill 2 might as well not exist. So you can run Mint without Prika, but you can't run Prika without Mint. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. And then Prika over here is given, on top of everything else Mint provides, 20% explosion damage, 13% pierce damage, 20% of caster's attack, 25% of attack damage, 3% heal, 3% of HP is healing, and then 25% charge damage. I'm not entirely sure how much damage Mint and Prika are going to be doing. Probably not the most, but they would be benefiting off of each other's buff since Mint has a rocket launcher and Prika gains pierce with her sniper rifle. Y'all do know we have Ultra as the upcoming SR boss. So for Ultra specifically, first it's a pierce boss and it has a lot of parts. So explosion damage and all this pierce is going to come in real handy for that. If I had to say, these two are most likely going to be the best duo in the game now, because we have the original duo back for Blanc and Noir. They haven't been all that used in quite a bit. Blanc is sometimes used with Rouge, depending on, and can fill as that duo that Noir would fill for Blanc, but that's only in some certain case scenarios. And then you have Tia Naga, our schoolgirl duo. Also haven't been relevant for quite some time, especially Tia. Tia kind of got shafted by Crown when Crown released about a year and a half ago now. No, about 2 years ago now, yeah. And Naga somewhat maybe used every now and then, depending on the scenario. And then probably the second best duo in the game, the maid duo with Masked and Anchor. So yeah, I definitely think Prika and Mint are going to be chef's kiss. Definitely If you skip Mint, probably not the best to go for Prika right away. They are both going to be on standard mana, so you'll eventually get them, hopefully. My ninjas I'm pulling, I did get Mint. If you haven't seen the Mint pulling the Mint pulls, click this video. Again, somewhere in the top corners. That pulling luck was insane. I will be streaming tomorrow my Prika pulls. So if you want, please stop by. We have a great time whenever we do these pulling sessions. But my ninjas, that is all I got for you. Prika and Mint are gonna be insane together. And I can't wait to pull 4. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to slap that like and subscribe button right in the bare cheek one time. Just like how you want to slap Prika here right in the bare cheek one time. And why not? She is caked up. So you know that's going to be a nice slap. Leave me a comment telling me whether or not you're pulling for Prika. And until next time, ninjas, roll out.